Why couldn't this trade have happened during the G20? I'm angry about stuff! Oh wait, the Leafs got Kris Versteeg? I need to go talk about this on the internet. Mere hours away from the free agent frenzy, the Toronto Maple Leafs acquire Kris Versteeg, Bill Sweatt, or is it Sweets? We'll just call him Bill. So the Leafs acquire Kris Versteeg and Bill for Viktor Stalberg, Philippe Paradis, and Chris Didomenico. Now I normally like to pick a winner and a loser, but I think in this case, both teams get what they want. The Leafs wanted to get better right away, and they do by acquiring the best player in a 5-man trade. Listed as a winger that can play center, or a center that can play wing. Played a very important role in Chicago's Stanley Cup run, but he can also put the puck in the net as well. And a bit lost in the analysis of this trade, by acquiring Kris Versteeg, the Leafs acquire the NHL's best rapper.
In a jacuzzi, being greeted by 2 girls that are wearing my jersey.
Hey, you just won the cup, you earned the right to rap. Bill Sweatt or Sweet or whatever, admittedly I don't know much about him, other than he's supposed to be a pretty good player. Reading on Twitter, James Myrtle if you must know, that he's played as a penalty killer, and he was an early second rounder as the 38th overall pick in 2007. Now before I start talking about what the Leafs gave up, let's make one thing very clear. If you think the Leafs gave up too many prospects in this deal, you stupid. Versteeg is the best player in the deal and he's 24. Sweats is still 21, doesn't even turn 22 until September. In fact, Kris Versteeg is actually a few months younger than Viktor Stalberg. Now, a lot of Chicago fans have been asking me for my input. Viktor Stalberg is kind of a wild card. He's got all the raw tools and lightning speed. He could play very well under Joe Quenneville. Saw some things in his body language that weren't that encouraging, but maybe playing on the league's second worst team will do that to you. Had a ridiculous preseason, scoring 8 exhibition goals, and like the rest of the team, flubbed right at the beginning of the season. Philippe Paradis, some Leafs fans might know from the Yuri Talusti trade. A first-round pick of the Carolina Hurricanes in 2009, Philippe Paradis should be a good third-line grinder type in the future who's not afraid to drop the gloves. Got called up from the Quebec League to the Marlies at the end of the season, and he didn't look out of place. Then there's Chris Didomenico. Quickly became regarded as one of the Leafs' better prospects after a great showing at the 2009 World Juniors where Canada won gold. Signs an entry-level deal with the Leafs, everything looks great. Then in a Quebec League playoff series between Didomenico's Drummondville Voltigeur and the Shawinigan Cataracts, Didomenico broke his femur. This guy, already considered sort of a smallish prospect, Didomenico dropped to under 160 pounds due to the injury. Put some weight back on, and once his rehab was complete, he returned to the QMJHL and played at over a point a game. 22 points in 12 games to be exact. But how he'll perform at the pro level is yet to be seen. So the Hawks needed to dump cap. Leafs wanted to get better right away. The Leafs and Hawks accomplished those things. The Leafs gave up some promising prospects, but you compare the two 24-year-olds, Stalberg and Versteeg, and you say, well, I take Versteeg. With the prospects, you don't even really know yet because they haven't played in the NHL, but we'll give this one to Chicago because they get 2 prospects and only give up 1. I think that evens out, don't you? One last thing to consider before the free agent madness. Last year, the Montreal Canadiens said, well, people would probably rather play with Scott Gomez instead of Chris Higgins. Then they go out and they're able to sign guys like Brian Gionta and Mike Camilleri. And I think unrestricted free agents would rather play on a team with Kris Versteeg than Viktor Stalberg. Now, the Leafs are a bit more of a project, but you understand the logic. This trade allows them to get better with hopes of getting betterer. So in the end, the Leafs acquire a Stanley Cup champion, say goodbye to some of their future, and say hello to a different future. And fans are already tearing this trade apart. They love it. They hate it. Let me know what you think, because I hear they sort of like hockey in Toronto. So to Viktor Stalberg, Chris Didomenico, and Philippe Paradis, good luck in Chicago. And to Bill Sweatt, I promise to get your name right, and Kris Versteeg, welcome to the jungle.